My name is Lori Gregory. Welcome to Healthy Living. Today we're going to talk about how to feed your kids healthy on the go. It's back to school time, and with that, a lot of anxiety comes to moms when they aren't sure how to feed their children healthy foods. All of our lives have gotten very busy and very hectic, and one of the most common questions that moms ask me is, how do I make healthy choices for my children but not have to spend all day in the kitchen? So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that I use that ensure that my family eats healthy food. The first thing we do is we think about what are the best ways to eat well and what are the foods that we could avoid. Now, wheat and dairy are two of the most congestive foods in the American diet. And if we're not careful, we can have them at all three meals. For example, if you have a bagel for breakfast, maybe a little cream cheese, a sandwich for lunch, and pizza or pasta for dinner, you've just had an entire day's worth of wheat and dairy. So let's talk about what some of our alternatives are. Okay, for breakfast, we can start by having millet. Millet is an ancient grain. It's loaded with B vitamin and it's inexpensive. You can get it at a health food store, in the bulk bin, and sometimes in the aisle where you'd find other grains and flours. Millet is really easy to cook. You prepare it just like you're cooking rice. You boil it in water, 2 parts water to 1 part millet, and a half a cup will easily feed a family of 3. You cook it until it fluffs up. You mix it with an apple, an orange, and a banana. If you have 3 or 4 in your family, make it 2 apples, 2 oranges, and 2 bananas. That'll give you enough millet and fruit for the whole family with a little extra left over. Now, the great thing about millet is not only is it filling because it gives you that carb feeling, but it's, again, loaded with B vitamin, which means it's really great for the gut. It's healing for the small intestine if you have any kind of irritable bowel conditions, and it's very effective for filling those tummies. Great. So now we've just had a breakfast that has 3 out of the 5 fruits and vegetables that you should have every single day. So before you even get out the door in the morning, you're on the right track. Mid-morning snack, grapes. Organic grapes, really simple, really easy. When my son, who's 3.5, is engaged in play, I often will take fruits or vegetables, cut them up, put it in a ramekin, and just slide it over to his play area. You don't make a big deal about it. So many times I see moms, we get so stressed about our kids eating healthy that we try to cram the vegetables in. Kids can sense that energy and they'll be turned off by it immediately. So when you're going to give your kid a healthy snack, just take the cucumbers and the carrots and just gently put it down by their play table. Without even thinking about it, they'll start noshing on it while they're still playing. They won't even stop their play. It's great. Okay, what can we do for lunch? Well, one of my favorites is egg salad. Eggs have gotten a really bad rap over the past couple decades. We had that big scare about cholesterol, and then we learned there's good cholesterol, there's bad cholesterol. Well, eggs are actually one of the perfect foods. They're loaded with lysine, which are antivirals. They're easy, and they're whole food, so you're getting a food in its natural state. So sometimes in the mornings when I'm cooking my millet and I'm chopping my fruit, I'll go ahead and put some eggs on to boil, make hard-boiled eggs, and then you've got lunch halfway made for egg salad. Mix your eggs with a little healthy mayonnaise. Make sure there's no sugar. And you can do egg salad or tuna salad, which is a great lunch. Now, instead of bread, give your kids crackers. A whole grain cracker is a much healthier choice than bread. It's crunchy. Kids really like the crunch. And 2 of our favorite crackers that we use in our house are Thin Crisp and Wassa. These are really, really great sources of fiber, and like I said, because the kids like the crunch, they'll eat them sometimes even plain. So now, by the time you get to dinner, you could do a broiled fish, you could do some veggies and rice, but guess what? Even if you end up having pizza for dinner, you've had great snacks through the day, you've had all your 5 fruits or vegetables, you've eaten healthy for the whole day, so if the kids have to get pizza for dinner, it's not a big deal. You can relax. If you have any questions, contact me at www.lorigregory.com. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember, healthy living starts at home.